Hi Pisces, welcome to your May 2022 Love and General reading. I'm Gemstone Tarot and this is for you if you are Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or if you're cross-watching for a Pisces, this will also work for you. We are using the Light Seers Tarot. Your cards have come out really, really easily. Okay, what do we need to know for our lovely Pisces? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Cross watchers, doing a little dance about your cards. Okay, I think we need that one too. Ooh. Pisces, if you get to the end of the video and this resonates, there will be an extended reading as normal and the link will be the first link in the description box. Oh, Pisces, cripes. Okay, let's focus. Wow, you got some big cards. Big cards. Good big cards, but big cards. A lot of major arcana going on. I mean, May is a big month for eclipses. We're in eclipse season. We had an eclipse on the 30th of April and we have an eclipse on about the 16th of May, I think a full moon lunar eclipse. The one that's on the 30th of April is in Taurus and the one that's on the mid-May one is in Scorpio. And that mid-May one, about the 16th, the full moon and Scorpio eclipse, it's a big one, particularly for you. Okay. Overall energy cards for you. We've got the Magician. Now I like this card, especially for Pisceans, and I have to say there's been a bit of a flavour of this in all of the readings that I've done for May. There's been a lot about law of attraction, about manifesting, about putting it out there to the universe what you want. Now if you are a Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, if you are of that kind of persuasion, and you'll know what I mean being a Piscean, in that you don't really see a whole lot of difference between what's physically in front of you and what's on the other side behind the veil, you know, in the more kind of 5D, this is really going to benefit you, because as a Piscean, it's my theory as a fellow Piscean that Pisces is particularly good at manifesting. Okay, not because, you know, they know all the tricks or whatever it is, but I think because Pisces is a sign that isn't looking for proof necessarily, or Pisces is a sign that can quite often feel not quite at home in the blunt objects of the universe, the tables, the chairs, the buses, the people, the bricks, the mortar. Pisces, you know, you're a fish. You kind of swim in between all of these things, and this month for you is going to favour that. Okay, so if there is something, if you want to call it magical, because you know it is the Magician, if there is something you want to conjure, go for it, and don't even ask the question about should I be doing this, or can I do this, or is it even possible, or oh, am I kidding myself, or who do I think I am, and all of those kind of human questions that we get when we actually reach for the stars. Okay, because what I get for you is a lot of reaching for what you want and feeling you don't deserve what you want. Okay, the other overall energy cards I get for you, Two of Wands. Now the Two of Wands always has somebody looking out over a horizon, and there's always a globe. Okay, Two is a decision card, so Two of Wands is kind of a decision card about where to put my energy, where to go next, you know. Sometimes it can literally be that you're choosing between two things, two people, or you're choosing to take something somewhere else geographically, either metaphorically, like online you're doing it, or in reality actually physically moving. I get more for you, Pisces, that's not in the physical. Okay, not in the physical. It's in the, whatever you want to call it, in the magical. Okay. Then the other overall energy card I get for you, Pisces, is the Nine of Swords. You're worried about something. You're stressed about something. This is a very Piscean trait, okay? To, I want to call it overthinking, because I don't think it's just overthinking. I think what it is as a Piscean, you can, when you know something, or you think something, or you encounter something, you tend to take it to the next level, then the next level, then the next level, and your brain always takes things to the infinite end. It's like, well, there is no infinite end, but it takes it to the end of the line. It's like, this will happen, and then that will happen, and then this will happen, and then that will happen, and next thing you know, you're up at 4 o'clock in the morning, you know, sweating, thinking, oh my God, how did I get here? What am I going to do now? So some of you may be worried about relationships, you might be worried about what you're doing for a living, or for others of you, it's all of it. You know, it's this 2 of Wands. Should I be here? Should I be there? Do I need to move? Am I in the right place? Are we in the right place? You know, should I be doing X, Y, and Z? Also with the 2 of Wands and the Magician, some of you may be having a relationship with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. That's just something as a tarot reader that I read for the Magician in particular, particularly with Pisces. I don't know what it is, it's just a hunch. So you may be having issues with an air sign, or just a connection with an air sign, or there's been a past connection with an air sign. Let's have a look. God knows where it's going to focus. I say let's look at your cards, and then I do it and you get like a pair of knickers on the floor or something. Okay, it's not too bad this time. Let's just move it all up a bit. And then we're going to focus on down a little bit more. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to sacrifice that 9 of Swords out there, okay? Because we know it's there. And I am going to take out the cards that are behind the box in a minute. Sorry about this. Okay, that's good. So we get a good view. Can you see, and I always do this, and if I'm, you know, teaching anyone tarot, I would always say to do this as well. When you have your spread out like this, Pisces, have a look at it as a storyboard. You know, never mind the tarot meanings just now, we're going to get into those, and the messages, but look at it as a storyboard. You know, it's somebody's searching, and they're kind of looking out of the window, and they're wondering the possibility of what's out there, okay? This is big for you. And again, you can see it here in the Hermit. And the Hermit is the energy of feeling quite separate to everybody else, but feeling quite magical, as you can see. Try and get the camera to focus on it. There it is. And that's a very Piscean pose. Like, very magical, almost isolated, but in a good way. Pisces loves their own company, and also, if you're in this 9 of Swords energy here, Pisces, you need to defrag, you know, you need to have some, what other people would call quiet time, what I would call transcendental time for a Pisces, in order to let all this come out, okay? Because what's coming in May is some very quick messages. Can you see this card? We got the Knight of Swords, one of my favourite Knight of Swords. It's absolutely gorgeous, this card. He's running for his bike. Okay, there he is. Will you focus? Running for his bike. And you've got the birds, you've got the air, you've got Gemini, Libra, Aquarius again for this. It's the feeling of some information coming into you quickly and sharply and concisely. Okay, so someone could literally get in touch with you here. You hear from them, but they've got something to say. This is not how are you text. This is not, you know, a small nugget of something. This is more of a speech or something bigger or something. They've got something to say, okay? And what's more, they're running to say it. Now, for some of you, there may have been some thinking time about somebody. It's what I keep getting for you this month, Pisces. Is that there's thinking time, and that there's everything happening while nothing seems to be happening, you know? You may find you have to hold on to, keep the faith, you know, as Bon Jovi used to say, you've got to keep the faith. You've got to hold on to what you feel as a Pisces to be the case, okay? If you notice here at the top, we've got these three. Oh, they're so gorgeous. I actually love this tarot deck as well. You've got the sun, and it came out right next to the moon. I mean, the moon, Pisces, is the card that represents Pisces in tarot, okay? The sun is the flinging out, the whole kind of yang energy. And, you know, it's more like a Leo type energy, but also when I get the sun and this kind of hidden, beautiful, secretive Neptunian moon together, it means eclipse. Okay, full moon lunar eclipse in Scorpio. Pretty sure it's on the 16th, might be on the 17th of May. Your Pisces dates aren't going to matter to you that much. Middle of May-ish, okay? This energy here, this is what moves the mountains. Sun and the moon. I mean, look at it. And that, Pisces, is you in that moon card. Okay, that's the way you roll. It's like, how does a Pisces roll? Through the depths, looking kind of like a mermaid. There you go. Okay. You could, of course, be dealing with a Leo, a Cancerian, or somebody on the Cancer-Leo cusp, because they are next to each other, and they are literally next to each other. It feels important. It feels like seismic shifts are being made. Okay. Next to it, the World card. Whew. On my daily readings, and do subscribe if you want to get the daily readings, love readings, random love readings, picker cards, all that stuff. Ooh, someone subscribed already. Gosh, let me turn that off. Okay. You've got this World card, okay? And when we get this on the daily reading, and we've got it with the others like that, we call it spiritual big jobs, okay? World is a card that speaks about a whole cycle of something. So a whole cycle of a beginning, a middle, an end, but back to the beginning. Something here, and I think it for you, it's to do with career. It's also for some of you very much to do with a particular relationship with somebody. It's undergoing a real metamorphosis, and that's what this looks like to me. It looks like a metamorphosis. And it kind of comes from this Hermit card. I think it's very important, if you also look here at this Four of Swords, I love this card, that you take that time to find your sacred space, to find your nest, you know. Pisceans do need a nest. You need that hermit time, you need that downtime. You are very much available to other people psychically a lot of the time, Pisces, and for some of you that may include, you know, family, friends, romantic relationships. There's something here about you kind of taking yourself off to the side, having that quiet time, maybe doing some meditation, maybe, you know, communing with nature, or whatever it is that you like to do. You know, for Pisces, very often it's having a bath, or a shower, or being near the sea, something like that, okay? I also get for some of you with this moon card and this sun card that the sea is also very important, okay? That it is special and magical for you. And if you were looking like the magician to have the four elements, the water, the air, the fire and the earth, that makes up the water part of it, okay? Whew, Pisces. Just here, this is interesting. We got this Five of Wands. I'll bring it out from behind the box. There's something been standing in the way for you. There are little annoyances. The Five of Wands is not like a massive deal. It's little things, bureaucratic things, things not being quite as they should, frustrations, you know, small things. I feel like you will be able to make these minor adjustments after you've made the major adjustments, okay? With this Knight of Swords, you're going to have plenty to think about. If there has been a lack of communication of some kind, and I kind of feel that that might be the case because we've got this Nine of Swords here, and the Nine of Swords is trying to fill a void. And if there's a void, it's usually a void from something or someone else, isn't it? I think where there should have been something, there hasn't been something. Information, conversation, something like that. And maybe, Pisces, you have filled that void with your own special Piscean imagination, okay? If I could say anything to you in this reading, it would be to stay curious about your situation, particularly if this is to do with next steps in career or to do with a romantic relationship. Be curious. And by being curious, I mean don't assume anything in particular. And know that throughout May, there's going to be a lot of ebbs and flows. There's going to be some conversation or revelation from another person, because this is a piece of information that at the moment, Pisces, you are missing. So without this, you can't quite move forward in the way that you would want to. Okay, you can't make the steps that you would like to make, and you're going to find this frustrating. Five of Wands is a card of frustration. It's like, why not, you know, that kind of feeling. See if you can get more into this moon energy here, where it's like you're drifting, that you're allowing, you're letting things happen, you're trusting in the universe. See, we've got the Justice card here. This is when the universe wants to help you with something. It wants to help you out. It wants to even things out for you. So Pisces, this is trusting in the universe, trusting in the process of what's going on with your situation, and also being very Piscean about it. I would say that it probably won't benefit you too much to research it too much intellectually, or to even talk it over too much with too many people. You've got this Hermit card. All of the answers are within. And also, some of the information is without. You know, you don't have that yet. When we get that full moon lunar eclipse in Scorpio halfway through the month, it feels like, you can see it here, it's like a water balloon, like filling with water and then bursting. It feels like a big reveal. Okay, it feels like, yeah, it feels like bursting, like revelation, but it's needed to. And then here with the Three of Pentacles, this is very simple. It's doing something that Pisceans are very good at doing already. This is just keeping the threads of friendships together. Not necessarily because you're going to be needing some you time. Not everyone's going to be thrilled about that. But also it's just keeping the threads of your connections with people. So if this for you is also to do with career, it's keeping, Pisces is very, usually with the Pisces, the process of their career is quite, I would say, eccentric. You know, it's not that often that Pisces straightforward applies for a job, goes through the whole process, gets the job, zippity-doo-dah. It's more often kind of, you know, I knew someone and it was really weird because I bumped into them at a hot dog stand and then they said, have you ever fancied doing this? And then I did, and next thing you knew, I've been there 10 years. That is more of a Pisces trajectory. So hold on to the threads of the people that you know, because that's how this is going to work for you, Pisces, okay? And in terms of relationships, hold on to the thread of what you know about this person already and be curious as to the outcome of it, okay? Knight of Wands, some of you are dealing with a fire sign, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, okay? And some of you, of course, on the cusp of Cancer and Leo. Let's have some romance angel oracle cards for you. And in the extended reading, Pisces, I'm going to have a little old look at the Knight of Swords here and see what that message is that he's been bursting to tell you. I'm also going to look at the eclipse side of things, the sun and the moon and the revelation, what that could bring, and also the magician, because I want to know what you can do to make a difference and help yourself. Okay, I think that's always really important, especially in the extended readings. I want to help you to help yourself. Ooh. Yeah, I'm picking up on this so heavily. We'll talk about that in a minute. Okay. Ooh. Picking up on that too. Right, let's fit these on a sec. And then I'm going to do an animal spirit card for you and for your person. First card that you get is children. For some of you, children might be a part of this, but I also get that the relationship you have with this person has a very childlike quality. I'm feeling the kind of Six of Cups vibe here, which may or may not come up in the extended reading. It's not in this reading, but I'm feeling the vibe of a Six of Cups. There is a sort of childlike, innocent quality to the connection you have with somebody, which is not likely to kind of benefit from serious adult talking. There's a heaviness about that this relationship doesn't need, okay? It needs a sense of lightness, and that is coming, but not quite yet, because you've got to let that heavy, watery full moon do its biz, okay, first. But fun and banter and some kind of exchange between you that you've always had, like a secret language or jokes or texting or something like that, keeping it light. Then here we have finances and career. And I was getting this really strongly for you, Pisces. There's a connection between your financial life and your love life, okay? There's a connection between achievement in career and where you're going, and also the trajectory of your romantic life at the same time. It's weird. Of course, you could be involved with someone at work, or you could get a job through someone you used to go out with, or something like that. It's just connected, okay? So remember that and keep those threads going in that Three of Pentacles. Soulmate card. I like this. I'm going to look at this in the extended as well. Yes, this is your soulmate. So some of you, you're asking a question here. For some of you, that question is keeping you awake at night. I think you're losing maybe confidence in something. Stay curious. Children are very curious. They learn by play, okay? You're not going to learn by research. You're going to learn by play. Sorry about that. Right, okay. For those of you that do tarot or something esoteric like that, use this magician magic, okay? Use your own magic. So you could do it from manifesting, from law of attraction, from doing a vision board, or just doing the amazing thing that Pisces can do, which is incredible amounts of daydreaming and napping. There is nothing wrong with that. You know, in your dreams, in your daydreams, in the 5D, you will get so much further with this than you will in the 3D, puzzling it out, thinking about it. That's literally going to put you in a loop like this, Pisces, where you're stressing over it and creating more stress with your stress, okay? Let your friends help you. This came in a lot for me. And what I want to say here is there's a big distinction between talk to your friends a lot about it and let your friends help you. For some of you, your friends may be your tarot cards. I've got my hair in my eyes. They may be your tarot cards. They might be Archangel Michael. They might be like your best friend or family. Make it, with your Hermit card here, make it deep conversations with a few people rather than shallow conversations with a lot. Do you see what I mean? You may initially feel better for getting it off your chest, telling it to lots of people or saying lots of words to somebody, but very quickly your energy will be depleted, okay? And then this one's very important for all Pisceans at all times. Love yourself first. Okay, whatever this scenario is for you, Pisces, love yourself first. Okay, I'm going to do an animal spirit card for you and your person. Let's have a looky-see. What do we need to know? Oh, that's Leia the cat, by the way. She's been here the whole time. I should have introduced her. Most of you know her already. But just in case you didn't, that's Leia the cat. Loves a bit of tarot. Loves to sleep more. Okay, what do we need to know for Pisces? What do we need to know? Okay, so animals. Oh, I love that. Animal spirit card for you, an animal spirit card for your person. This one's a bit tricky, actually. That's why. I'm going to do one as a bridge. Gosh, I might dig into this a bit more, actually. Okay, Pisces, the animal spirit card that I'm getting for you is Dove Spirit. Be peace. That is, you know, it's like the equivalent of someone telling you to chill out. I'm just not going to tell you to chill out because it's so irritating when people do. Take it down a few notches. Get some sleep. Get some rest. Get some daydream. Get some playtime. Take this back into the simple, okay? There is a lot about your situation you don't know already. The Knight of Swords hasn't come in and laid down that information yet. Things will change a lot in eclipse season. You don't have to always operate in the space that you're in now. This is going to change, okay? Your person comes up with Cat Spirit. Claim your independence. And this could be a big part of it. And if you're dealing with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius with that Magician, that is a big part of it. Now, Pisces also loves their independence, but in a very different way from air signs, okay? For a Piscean, independence is having someone close and far away at the same time. For an air sign, it's having someone far away. You know, that's just the way that is. Now, I took a card to bridge these two, and I got Electric Eel Spirit. Bring your ideas to life, okay? This is about manifesting again. It's about bringing things, thoughts become things. It's such a Piscean concept. I'm just going to do you an oracle card as well. Such a Piscean concept. Don't miss out on it. You are magical manifestors, Pisces. Oh gosh, we've got 3. Your oracle cards are the Thinker. So Pisces, this is not... Well, I'll show you the next card first. TikTok, okay? So Eckhart Tolle in The Power of Now talks about clock time, which is when we all look at the clock and think, oh my God, there's no time. And the other kind of time, which Einstein kind of talked about, who was incidentally a Pisces. The Thinker is the same thing. It's not your regular kind of thought, so I think I'll do this, I'm going to think really hard about that. It's free-flowing magical thoughts. Let that process happen. And also, time is irrelevant. It doesn't matter. Something isn't going to disappear. You know, what's for you won't go by you, Pisces, okay? And then you get mending, and I love that for you. This is about, remember that threading here? And it's the same thing, actually. God, isn't that weird? You may have embroidery or some kind of sewing connections, but also the threads of your friendships are very, very important, especially if they're people you're estranged from. Pisces, I'm going to go and do your extended reading right now, and the link will be the first link in the description box. I'll see you on the other side. Namaste.